Well, that's always a fun thing to walk up to.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, I'm back at Clear Creek Canyon with, well, no real plan. It's the day before New Year's Eve. I thought I'd come out, test the Christmas present my daughter got me, and see where it goes from there. You know, it is quite a blustery day out. I'm pretty sure I saw a piglet fly by earlier. So I'm not sure how long I'll be at this location. But why don't you come along and let's see what we can see. Alright, so I mainly came out this way just to, well, pretty much just to put a camera in the water real quick. And well, quite honestly, this seemed like well, one of the simplest places to do it. Figure a nice shallow spot like this, and well, I'll just edit that footage in, well, after I take it. Well, what do you say we take this thing and well, let's see. Whoop. I think I hit record on it. Okay, this water is cold. Yeah, that water is freezing. Yeah, it is actually quite cold there. My fingers are a bit frozen right now. And it's no wonder why. Yeah, it's a little bit frozen. Not much. Yeah, so instead of freezing my fingers off, I'll just take what few shots I just got, cut them in here, and well, let's move on from this site. Go on a slight hike, and then maybe a little drive. I kind of want to see what all this looks like in the winter. I'm not going to go too far. Well, actually, I will go up to the end of this trail and then back, because I haven't really seen it all in this light or, well, or this season. And it's quite possible the next time I come out this way, well, there'll be snow covering all of this. So, just before New Year's seemed like the perfect opportunity just to see what all was out here and to just catch a few glimpses of what it looks like before it's all frozen. And I'll tell you right now, this is not a video of substance. No, it's about what can be seen more than anything. Because sometimes what can be seen is really what's important. Sometimes you just need to get out and take a walk. And other times you wonder what the construction equipment is about. Huh. That's interesting. Guess I'll find out eventually. I really just wanted to see what the creek looked like when it's only partially frozen over. I'll be back in a couple months to see what it looks like. Well, more frozen over. You know, like this portion. It's going to be a little bit before it gets there, but yeah, can't wait to see it. And meanwhile, this is supposed to be a bit of a camera testing video. Why don't we test another little feature of it? We got to do that back at the car though, so let's start heading that way. Now, one of the downsides of the other camera is that apparently the software does not allow me to upload in 4K, even though it allows me to film. You can probably see the difference here if I'm editing correctly. But still, I like it. You know, and with pure 4K, you can really see what's out here. But as I'm about to try out, it absolutely has some valuable uses, because I think I may have found a way to mount it on my dashboard. So let's get back to the car and find out. But I think I will stay out for a little while because those little bit of clouds might just look awesome in a couple of hours. In fact, it's exactly 3 hours until sunset. So we'll see how late I stay out. Yeah, but it is such a beautiful day out. Alright, looking through these pieces, and already a little bit of an issue. See, the camera itself outside of the case only has that to attach to anything. The case is the part with all the little knobs on the bottom here that can attach to all the little things like this. So I can attach it and use the case for now, but you won't be getting audio. I'll have to put some music over it. So why don't we do that? And well, since I won't be able to record audio for now, I'll probably just set it somewhere right over here and see if I could get at least somewhat of a decent view in both directions, but mostly focus forward. Alright, well, let's see what kind of a view that gets. I pointed down a little bit further, but you'll be getting the windshield wipers in there. Let's see just about with them just out of view and see how it goes from there. Now, it also comes with this little remote control. I have no idea if it works, but yeah, we'll find out. Hey, at least I could go hands-free, right? Yeah, so far it looks like it should work. I just push that little button and, well, it starts recording over here. So, I guess we can, put this remote somewhere where I can easily touch it and, hit the road. Well, now the only question is, where to? You know what? Let's go back up the mountain a little bit and I'll show you some highlights of that drive real quick. And 14 minutes later, we've made it up to the next little turnoff. Yep, welcome to mile 262 and a half. I wanted to come out to this part really quick just to see some of the ice and, well, to cut some of that 14-minute drive down into something viewable. Yeah, we'll see how well I do with that when I see how the footage comes out and how it uploads. So, yeah, time will tell. Meanwhile, look over there. Yeah, this is the kind of ice I wanted to come see real quick. Let's try to get a little closer look. Yeah, it's kind of thick over here too. Yeah, it looks like maybe 2 inches thick. Yeah, not bad. And just a little bit more of this ice. And we're slowly getting closer and closer to sunset. I should probably start thinking of a place to go wait that out pretty soon. But before I do, let's take a look at some 1.7 billion year old rocks. Well, at least they label all these rocks. And just like the sign, this one's weathering. Yeah, there's another example of a type of rock. Well, this one's only about 1,000 years old. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying looking at these rocks real quick. And there's another one that's not too old. 300 million years younger. Younger than what? And yeah, some of these aren't very old, but some of them are millions of years old. Yeah, I wanted to come out and see these rocks because most people just take them for granted. But just don't go prospecting for them. Yeah, before we head back to the car and somewhere warmer, yeah, let's walk down this little nature area right next to the ice and, well, why not see it from this angle? Because it kind of looks deeper over here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not really that the ice is thicker. It's that the ice is much higher off of the water. I guess the river receded since the ice froze here. About 1.5 feet above the actual ground there. And again, I wouldn't go stepping on it. Yeah, just the texture and lighting on that almost doesn't look like Earth. I love that. But let's head back to the car. Yeah, because down this path, it's a little bit frozen and slippery. Besides, it doesn't really go much of anywhere, just comes up to an end over here, and then, well, gotta go back anyway, so I don't know why I'm walking down it. Huh, maybe that's why. Yeah, that's actually pretty high up there. Let me get down there and see what I can see. There's a pretty good example of what I was talking about. How it's, not quite on the water. It's almost too beautiful to leave this spot. But let's climb back up to that path and head back out of here. Because, like I said, this little path doesn't really go too far. It comes to a little fork right here, and then goes out to the end right over there. And since we're here, might as well. Yep. And this is the end of that little path. Just comes right out almost to the bridge. And there is a lot of trail up there. Don't know if I've shown it in past videos. I will show it in future videos. Because I do want to make it to the end of that trail at some point. But right now, I'm right about in between where the rafters end and the tubers start. And I probably won't be able to come too far this way for too much longer. So I did want to come down here before it all got frozen over and far too slippery to walk. And if you were wondering how to get up to that bridge, the walkway is just right up there. There's a little shortcut there, or you can actually stay on the path and come around to the little paved part. There's also a nice little picnic area over here. It's pretty nice during the summer, but also pretty crowded. As one might imagine, because it's a very beautiful spot. But that's enough of that. The wind is blowing, my lips are numb, my nose is running, and I can't feel my fingertips. So I am definitely making my way back to the car. Yeah, this part was the Big Easy Trailhead as part of the Peaks to Plains Trail. And the sun is getting low. So let's move on. I think I know where I might go next. Yeah, it got a little bit chilly out there. Whew! Oh yeah. My nose is definitely running. But let's hop back on the road, stop at one last place, and then call it a day. Yeah, I decided if I'm going to go watch a sunset, might as well go where the rocks are a little bit more red. And yeah, I did go and put on my gloves with some hot hands inside. It is a wee bit chilly. But it's also good to know that, well, the buttons seem to work with my gloves on. Yeah, the views from this trail are just absolutely stunning. We'll get up to Geologic Trail in time for the sunset, I hope. Yeah, but first, I I had to see this view really quick. Yeah, but for now, let's head over this way and try to head up the mountain before I get a little too cold. Yeah, apparently barricades are just suggestions around here. And the rest of the amphitheater is open, but certain parts are closed. This part is under construction. Well, as I was walking back down, I saw a sign and a chain across that part of the geologic trail anyway. We'll see where I can get it. But wherever it is, let's make it a little bit warmer than this. Well, I made it to the bottom of the geologic trail. I figure this is going to be a good place to see a sunset, even though it's fairly windy out. Yeah, let's make our way just a little bit up this trail, but not too far. It is fairly cold, and well, we don't have long to go until the sunset. Now, on second thought, it is fairly windy, and I've already lost my hat a couple times. As beautiful as it is up here, maybe I'll watch the sunset from up here a different time, and I'll go down there where, well, everybody else is. You know, it's funny. When I first got up here, the parking lot was about like this, and then suddenly a whole bunch of cars followed me up. Now that I turned around, most of them decided it was too cold up here. But I'm still going to brave it for a little bit. Now that said, I am literally fogging up my glasses with many of my breaths. We'll see if I make it that long. But I want to try to get a few shots in the dark with the other camera mounted to the dashboard. So I'll try to last a little bit longer. Yeah, in the meantime, there's some wonderful views to be had. And I know this will be the perfect spot, but part of me kind of wants to move on from here and just keep wandering. Let's go hit one of the trails before the sun fully goes down. Yeah, although I might not want to wander too far away from other people. It's just so hard to leave this view, though. I mean, 33 degrees is not too bad, but my ears are a little cold. Let's see what the sunset looks like from a little bit farther down in altitude. Okay, not much down, but still, a little bit helps. Well, the temperature didn't quite go up, but it didn't go down either. Yeah, but at least there might be some places in here that's a little bit more sheltered from the wind. Now for the big question. Which way to go? I think I'll get better views going this way. Yeah, I wanted to come down here and at least get some good views at dusk. Now see what it looks like at this time of day while the other camera charges to get some more driving shots. Because all of this is, well, quite nice to see with my own eyes. I'm just wondering how it looks, you know, with the camera. again, that's really much of what I'm doing with this video today, is seeing what everything looks like, doing some camera tests, and, well, getting out and getting some exercise. And making sure I see some nice views like this. But the sun is pretty much completely behind the mountain now. Maybe I'll go back to the car and find another spot real quick. And the official sunset is in about 15 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna go on up that ramp for a little bit and, well, see it from there. There's that view I was looking for. Yeah, it's so beautiful from up here, especially as the sun is setting. Well, that was a nice little walk around. Just a quick look at Denver out there in the distance. But as the sun sets over Colorado, it's time to sunset this video. Well, the sunset was starting to look good from there. I want to swing around to the other side, see how it looks from there before we say goodnight. Yep, coming back here seemed like the perfect place and view to end this video. Whew. Yeah, it got a little bit more cold since I was here earlier. But you just can't beat the view. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe. I know this was a much different video. This was mostly me just testing out that other camera, getting some footage, and, well, making an excuse for it. But it has been fun. Granted, it's also been cold and windy. I hope you could actually hear most of this. But I am going to film a little bit more road footage and fade you out with that. Good night, all. Oh, look. It's finally freezing.